Hey everyone, in this video, let's compare Grok Imagine with Veo 3. In order to do so, here we are first in Grok Imagine, and we are here in Flow, where we can gain access to Veo 3. So over here in Grok Imagine, you can see a variety of things that I've already created, and the results with Imagine are really quite stunning. It was recently updated, and since it really has been firing on all cylinders. I can't say enough good about it. It really is quite an amazing platform. So you can see here that we can attach our own images. We can type in what we want to see. We can set whether we want it to be video or image, and we can change the aspect ratio as well. Bear in mind, some of these options are not available through the app version. And interestingly enough, there's also some things in the app that are not necessarily available on the web version either. But I do think that the web version tends to be a bit more robust, especially with the aspect ratio. If that does exist on the app, I have not been able to find it. If you know about it, then let us know in the comments. But we could set our aspect ratio, and what I tend to do is I tend to start with an image unless I'm using my own images, which is what I did here. So we'll just kind of give you a quick example. We'll just do something kind of cute here. So there you go. In Moments, we have a variety of options to choose from, so we can really go through and choose which one we like the best. I'm going to go ahead and go with this guy here. You can see this little button with the make video on it. We're going to click that, and you can see the progress indicator, and it really is quite fast. So here in just a few moments, we will see what the results are. And it really doesn't take long. You can see for yourself here, it's pretty much under a minute. So the fact that it can do that here in under a minute is pretty impressive. And there we go. We have our result. And I think it speaks for itself. It's just really solid looking. And what we get here is about 5 seconds of footage. And we also even get a little bit of audio there. Nothing too extravagant, and quite honestly, the audio probably needs some work still. But overall, what you can accomplish with Imagine is really quite impressive. Let's go ahead and take a look at Veo. And here we have Veo working in Flow. And what we have is something that is quite similar, but also there are a few more robust functions. And I'll give you an example of that here with this one. So this is something that I did earlier. And actually, let me see. I think this is the one that's really good. Let's see here. And you can hear that. Let me turn my audio up there so you can hear that. So what I did for this was I had 2 images that I brought in. This is our first frame, and this is our last frame. So what we wanted to do is we wanted to have this woman transform into her suit here. And so I put in the details, and voila, that is the result. So that's something that currently Grok Imagine doesn't have this functionality. Perhaps it will at some point, but for the time being, that's where Veo has the advantage. Also, I think that the audio quality for Veo tends to be a bit better as well. If we click here, you can see that we have a few options. We have text to video, frames to video, ingredients to video, and create image. So we can create images within Veo, and that is using Nano Banana. And results for that are really quite nice as well. The text to video works brilliantly. I mean, you get some really nice results, but like with most video generators, sometimes you have to do several takes before you finally get what you're looking for. And as you can see, sometimes the results are not that great. For some reason, it stretched this image here. So the downside here is that when it comes to the amount of credits, it's about 100 credits per generation, unless you're using one of the older models, and it's possible that they have taken those out. No, you still have Google VO2, so you can do cheaper generations with VO2, and depending on what you're doing, you can get some pretty decent results with that. But with VO3, you're looking at 100 credits per generation. So you might burn through your credits there pretty quick. And when you're dealing with these video generators, and a lot of times it takes a few times to really kind of dial it in, that's always a little bit frustrating, because that's where, you know, you're kind of burning money, so to speak, just trying to get things down. But that's the nature of the beast. And when it comes to the quality for both of these, you know, like I said, I think it kind of speaks for itself, but you can do more with flow. You know, this specifically using flow, but like VO, you can find it in other platforms, like integrated with other platforms. And it doesn't necessarily have all the bells and whistles that you're going to find in flow. So another cool thing that VO does is here we have the add to scene. So we're going to go ahead and click that. And that's going to bring us to our scene view. And with our scene view, we can actually take one clip that we've created and we can expand it. So I'm going to go ahead and extend this. And what should happen next? Let's go ahead and say camera zooms in to focus on visor. We'll just say that, and we're going to go ahead and launch that. So I think I want to see that anyways, and you'll see the progress indicator here. It's about on par with Imagine, but I think Imagine might be a bit faster. That is what I can tell, that Imagine seems to be a little bit faster, but also Imagine doesn't have this scene extension thing. So the fact that you can do that. Another thing you can do with both VO and Imagine is you can actually add audio. You could specify what you want the character to be saying. So that's something that we could add here, but we're just doing an overview here just to kind of give you an idea of what you're getting with both VO and Imagine. And I would say that they're both really competitive. I would imagine that Imagine is going to have some more updates pretty soon to make it more competitive. But right now, when it comes to what these are both capable of, I would say that Flow is really where you're going to get more. But it's also a bit more expensive. And that's another thing about Imagine, is that it is really quite generous with the amount of free generations that you get. So if you want to try it out, head over there and head over to grok.com, and you can start playing around with Imagine for yourself. You might hit a limit at some point, but it's really quite generous with what you can do. VU, on the other hand, you got to pay those credits. And that's all there is to it. If you found this video helpful, please leave a comment and like and subscribe. And don't forget to set your notifications for more helpful tips. Also, if you take a look in the description, you will find a link to our link tree. There you will find our socials, including our Discord. And we'd love to have you there. We are building a community around AI animation. And we've got some free resources there to get you started. You can go and you can take advantage of our AI animation basics for free. And we also have a more up-to-date WAP course for $30. We'll show you how to make your own AI music video masterpieces. We also offer some services. If you are looking for training in AI animation, then we will take you through 4 hours of intensive training, show you all of the latest tools, one-on-one personalized instruction. We'll show you how you can create your own AI animation. We'd love to have you there. We're sharing our projects here, just different things that we're posting in our recordings, but any information about AI animation and music generation, a lot of that is here. And so we'd love to have you there. And that's all there is to it. If you found this video helpful, please leave a comment and like and subscribe. And don't forget to set your notifications for more helpful tips. Also, if you take a look in the description, you'll find the link to our link tree, and you'll find there a link for Simply Financial. If you click on that link, you can get $50 to open up an account. And if you refer your friends and family, you get $125 per referral. It's a great deal. It's a great bank. Comes highly recommended. Check to see if it's available in your area.